Hello, it is Future Madison who forgot to do an intro to this video. I am about to be on my way to Killer Reader Weekend. What is Killer Reader Weekend? I'm so glad that you asked. It is a weekend in Bend for thriller and horror readers. I'm not much of a thriller reader, but I still had a fantastic time. And you spend a weekend at this really nice resort sort of situation on the Deschutes River. There are author talks, there are author signings, there were panels, there was fun, relaxing points in the weekend, there was a book swap. Really, it was just such a perfect weekend. It is the standard that I will hold all future bookish events to. It was so fun. I can't wait to do it again. If you end up thinking this looks fun, I will put the interest form in like the video description because Carrie is starting to get interest for 2027 and it is a little bit on the spendy side, but I just had such a wonderful time. And there's a lot of different tiers, so for a lot of different budgets. And I was able to drive, obviously, because I live in Portland. But again, I had such a fun time. I got to meet some of my internet bookish friends, and it was just the best. It was also my first time in Bend. Bend is beautiful. I got to do a lot of things in Bend. Let's get into this weekend vlog.
One of everything here and grab the book. You guys are getting to put the glitter close. And my only advice is put your key card in here.
Oh, I'm not staying here.
Okay, I just got into my room and it's so beautiful. I thought about setting up my camera and walking in, but I don't care about you guys that much. I'm so sorry. However, look at that. This is like insane to have to myself. I'm very excited. You know I will be watching American Dad on that TV. And then this is the little balcony. And the Deschutes River, I think, is right out here. You can probably hear it because I don't have my microphone on. It's so pretty. This little balcony, I will be drinking coffee out here in the morning. She's so cute. I did not bring my tripod because I didn't think about it. So dumb. Anyways, I got a free book at check-in, already better than BookCon, and a swag bag. So, let's see what I got. This is for Noelle H. Eiley's book, which is fun. And then Nat Cassidy was supposed to come here, but didn't make it, so we got book plates for his new short story collection. We got a little flyer for Slasher Summer, and we got to pick out a free book, so I did grab Slasher Summer because I'm excited about it. And then we got a little flyer for Horror Reader Weekend because Carrie does this one, but then Christine has like the series. And then, oh, Carrie has a bookmark, which is fun. And then these are from a book that Christine recommended, so that's cute. And then a sticker thing for Charlie Donnelly's book. I haven't actually gotten a chance to look in my swag bag yet because it's been so busy, but I do really like the branding on this. It's like minimal, but it's still there. I got a White Claw, blackberry and lime, a bunch of snacks, which is really nice because if I don't eat them now, I'm going camping the day after this, so that'll be nice to have. A lemon sparkling water, dragon fruit martini non-alcoholic, a lime sparkling water, passion fruit and peach tea. That sounds so good. This is so cool. Oh, Carrie, this is so cool. Killer Reader, Bend, Oregon, and then it has the year. That's so fun. And then there's like her branding, which I haven't seen the branding yet, but it's so good. There's more drinks in here. Ooh, one of those coffee things. The last to round out the Kirkland brand sparkling waters. That's a lot. not saying like, oh, that's it, but that's a lot. I have to get ready because we have like a happy hour and dinner tonight, which should be really fun. I've spent a little bit of time with Christy and Sonia so far. We're getting along famously, which is great. I just need to not be sweaty and not be in a t-shirt. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, meeting all the authors. This is so fun so far. Super worth it. Obviously, I don't have to go very far. Some people flew in for this, but I'd fly in for this. This is great. It is genuinely so beautiful here. I'm obsessed with this place. I want to come back for me. But I am having a great time doing all the things. Got 3 more books last night. A Noelle Eiley that comes out in June. I've never read this author and I'm excited about it. 20 Years Later by Charlie Donnelly. Never read a Charlie Donnelly. And Beyond the Graves Waits Mist and Sea by Kathleen Kaufman. I don't know if this will be for me, but I like the idea of an octopus. We had dinner last night. It was a taco bar. I think the taco bar is the best way to go when feeding a bunch of people. We had a taco bar at my wedding, and it was a hit. People loved it. Headbands was the icebreaker, but Carrie, like, themed them. Like, they were all horror-themed or, like, book-themed. Fantastic icebreaker. I talked to so many people I probably wouldn't have otherwise. There was also authors there who were also playing headbands. They were so chill. There was a movie, Night of the Living Dead, which we did not stay for, which is fine. There's supposed to be a nature walk this morning. I don't think we're doing that either. I think we're going to go get breakfast. And then we're going to go see how cute Bend is before author readings this afternoon. I think that there's a bookstore thing happening here. And I'm moderating a panel, which honestly doesn't feel that scary because it's just like trying to make friends. The best way to get people to like you is to have them talk about themselves. So that's all moderating a panel is getting people to talk about themselves, which I think is not that hard because people like to talk about themselves. And now I'm a little bit late to go meet people for breakfast, so I'm going to go do that. Passed out at 10 p.m. last night. I didn't really read a lot. This isn't really necessarily a reading vlog, but I would like to tell you what I'm reading. There's going to be some opportunities for reading today, and I have to pick my book, and we're reading in public, so it's like high stakes. People are going to see me reading this. I think it's going to be House of Monstrous Women by Daphne Fama, because I'm supposed to be budding reading that right now, or To Seek the Traitor's Son, because I'm also supposed to be reading that right now. And both of them are in my car, so I have to go grab them. And yeah, I'll show you what breakfast looks like, I guess.
Oh. We're here for a book. I liked her friend.
I did too.
I don't remember her name. No, her sister's Keegan.
Was it also Erica?
There's 3 Ericas here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it might have been Erica.
And like,
You like to drink.
what are you talking about? I'm only wearing a wild turkey sweatshirt right now. So,
One of my friends that's coming here has whiskey because she does whiskey seminars.
Oh, that's
So,
cool. Is she coming here to the thing?
Yeah, she couldn't come yesterday because she had a whiskey seminar.
I would pick you guys up from there. Yeah.
this is my husband's whiskey room.
Oh my god, it is beautiful too. I like the rug. Has a lot of whiskey though.
Destiny.
Hob. It's not gonna hit. No. My wife just watched it for the first time and she messaged me. But you guys need to watch it. Oh, are we all reading?
I was trying to get at least some B-roll of me reading, but also if it's just B-roll of me talking, that's also
Oh, you want me to? Oh.
Ronald Malfi's new book.
Yeah, I'm not reading this.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's just big.
I applied for the art because I was like, oh my gosh, I really liked my last Ronald Malfi, but I didn't know it was 800 pages because it was an ebook.
It's a brick.
Yeah.
checks the ground for still wet footprints, clumps of mud. It's too dark to really see for sure. If there are people hiding...
Otherwise, otherwise known as Literary Mad Max. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram if you feel like it. And I'm gonna let the authors introduce themselves and then we'll get into some questions.
Hello, my name is Rachel Curie, and I am here because my debut novel just released, The Paris Rental. And, I am working on a fast-paced novel coming out next that will be take place in one night. It's called They Know You're Here, and I will be arguing for the 1980s.
Hey y'all, my name is Nina VL. My debut novel, Listen to Your Sister, came out last year. Yeah, Bram Stoker finally.
I was gonna say.
Since the convention isn't here yet, right now I can say I have both won and not won. You know? I won't officially become a loser until June 6th. They have to put a sticker on it either way, you know? I'm gonna be talking about 90s stuff. And I also just want to say I've actually never had the pleasure of being on a panel with so many other women of color, and so this is just a really special moment. They gotta dice you up, you know?
Yeah.
They gotta tokenize you across many other works, and so I'm just real glad to be here with y'all.
Hi, I'm Paulette Kennedy. I'm author of The Devil and Mrs. Davenport, The Two Deaths of Lillian Carmichael, and I am representing the 1950s.
Ooh.
Hey y'all, I'm RJ Joseph. I'm the author of Hell Hath No Sorrow Like a Woman Haunted.
Hey.
And of course, I am repping the 70s, of course.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Michelle McGill Vargas, and as you all saw me styling and profiling with my book, this is my debut novel as well. And I don't know, can you like rep like all decades because you just like horror?
Yes.
Okay, all of that.
Yes.
I would fuck the mother because she needs it. I'm a new mom, and like, it's hard. Life is hard. So I would fuck the mom in a very nice way. I'm also a mother, and I feel like my life would be better if I had a wife, so I'm gonna marry the mother.
Yeah, I think I'm also on Marry the Mother, if only just because I really like having just written a book about a really weird one who's also a vampire. Yeah. But also in general, on the translated side, subvert is kind of my favorite thing, or expand. I think. I have a 3-year-old, which is why I wrote a book about vampiric breastfeeding. And I definitely have some more nuanced opinions on depictions of motherhood now.
I would marry, but then you have, I don't know, I'm thinking of like Toni Collette in Hereditary, where bad things happen if you are married. So I'm gonna just go with fuck, because then I don't have to have a committed relationship and get locked.
Well, I'm gonna go differently. I'm gonna say ditch the mother. The reason is, I've written a lot of books where there was mothers, and I'm now not only a mother, but a grandmother. And whenever I'm writing a book about a story, and I have a child in it, especially a young child, 3 or under, it's always in the way of my protagonist, because you've gotta find someone to watch the kid while the person can go out and do their thing. So if you're gonna have a mother in your story, married, the father sometimes doesn't really help out, but find someone who can watch that kid so you can go do your intrepid thing.
Carrie. And I will have the authors introduce themselves.
Hey, I'm Ellis Hart. I wrote 1 book so far.
My name's Faith Gardner. I write psychological thrillers.
I'm Steph Nelson. I'm from Boise, Idaho. I started out writing, I have 2 horror novels, a horror novel and a horror novella, and then I pivoted to thrillers. I have 4 of those, psychological thrillers.
I'm Audrey J. Cole. I am a nurse turned thriller author. My thrillers are either locked room or serial killer thrillers set in our lovely Pacific Northwest. And my 15th book will be coming out next year.
Ooh.
Let's see. Daniel Brom, here from New York, author of Ghost Stories, Strange Tales, and new student of thrillers.
And once again, on this couch to talk to you about books I've acquired. So we went to a couple indie bookstores that were very cute. I liked them a lot. And then we had the big day today, the day with all the authors. I moderated my first panel ever. I think it went well. People told me a good job. I did a good job, including some of the authors, so that felt really good. It was very easy, though, because the authors were real funny, and I didn't really have to work for anything, which was nice. And then there also before that, there was like a table of authors with their books, and you could do signings, and it was just so chill. It was like the right amount of people for the event. It was so cozy and intimate and comfortable. I had such a great time with it. This is by far the best book event I've been to. It's the best one that's like best organized, best put on. It's so fun. I really hope this happens every year because I will be going every single year. Okay, these are the books I acquired. I met Liz, Karen, and her corgi Clementine. This sounds so good. I think I got this confused with a different book cover that looked really similar, but I got some swag and then a signing, and I think I will be buying the second book. I didn't, but I should have. The bookstore, I think they had issues with Ingram, and famously Ingram sucks, but they had some issues and they didn't have enough books was the problem. I think they could have sold quadruple the books that they brought, which is a bummer, especially some of the authors didn't bring books because there was like a miscommunication. An author that I think is current, I haven't read from them yet, so I don't know, but currently up and coming, underrated, I'm getting in on the ground floor, is R.J. Joseph. And this is Hell Hath No Sorrow, Like a Woman Haunted. I think it's short stories, which isn't always my jam, but I am excited. I got it signed and dated, which was so nice of them. And they have a nonfiction horror about Black women in like horror movies next year that sounds really good that I'm really excited about. What else did I get? I got American Ghoul by Michelle McGill Vargas, which has actually been on my radar for a while. I just hadn't picked it up, and then I picked it up here. It's vampires. It's a white woman, and the Renville is the freed black slave. And it sounds good. It says buddy comedy on here. You can't kill someone who's already dead. I don't know. I'm really, really excited about that one. I think that might be one of my more anticipated ones. I have my own copy of Listen to Your Sister because I really like this book. I think it's bonkers, but in a fun way. And so I got this signed by Nini Vial, who is fucking funny. Go read her books. I don't know if this is going to be for me. It is a thriller. It's by Rachel Curie. She was on my panel, so I wanted to get her book. She was very nice. Also, she was selling her books for $10, which I feel like she shouldn't be doing. And I just got a bunch of bookmarks and swag and stuff. Some of the authors sold out of their books, so I'm going to probably be getting those later. It's a bummer that they won't be signed, but book plates exist. It'll be fine. And now we're getting ready for dinner. This is my outfit. I'll show you in the mirror. I don't know if you care about that, but I do like that Carrie was like, hey, we're going to dress up, okay? And everyone was like, hell yeah. I think everyone wanted a reason to dress up. So this is the thing that I wear to everything. This is the fancy outfit that I wear to everything. It is a jumpsuit. It has pockets. I bought it for my engagement photos with my husband, and I have worn it for every fancy thing since because I love it and it's comfortable. And I will be continuing to do so. And I can put a long sleeve under it. If it's cold, it's very much not cold in Bend this weekend. It is like 80 degrees. It's hot. I have not had a ton of time for reading. I finished Trad Wife by Saratoga Schaefer, which I'm talking about in a different vlog. And then I've read maybe 10 pages of To Seek a Traitor's Son by Veronica Roth, but very little time for reading at Killer Reader Weekend. Very much mingling, and I'm exhausted. Like, this has been one of the more exhausting weekends, but also very fun. Like, it's been great, but I'm going to need to sleep for 3 years after this. And I'm excited for the dinner, and then it's like a mingling situation that ends at 10, which is really nice. 10 p.m. is my cutoff time, and then I will have a little time to decompress because there's like a full half day tomorrow, and then I have to get to my campsite. And I'll probably end this vlog before we get to my campsite. This is not going to be very long either. I've been so busy. Have not had enough time to film or like talk with other people, but that's okay. It's still been fun. I hope this has been fun to see. It's been a lot of B-roll, I know, but I'm excited about all of these books, and I'm excited to do this again.
To be fair, some of these are people's like other side. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Oops, I messed up. Sorry.
Oh, you can be in it.
No, it's okay. I'm like, no.
Not at all.
No, thank you.
It's the last day of Killer Reader Weekend, and I'm tired. I'm gonna need some introvert recharge time, but it's been really fun. We just got breakfast and coffee, and now I'm packing up because we have to check out at 11, and the book swap starts at 11. Gotta be prepared. I brought Julie Chan is Dead because I found it in a bookstore yesterday for $15, and I think more people need to read it. And it's one of the only thrillers that I like, and I think a lot of people are gonna bring horror, but It's one of my favorites. I acquired so many books. I got some extra of these in case pals want them. They're just the Nat Cassidy book plates for I Know a Place, I think is the short story collection, which is cool that these exist. And all of my goodies, of which there are many, and all the books that I got yesterday. And I won one of the raffle prizes. So I got Ellis Hart's book, who is also an intending author. He seems very nice, chill, down to earth, etc. I'll be checking this out at some point. It's a thriller, but I feel like he has such a unique thriller cover. It's not just like woods. This is what I'm really excited about. It's like one of those off-brand Lego sets, so you can kind of do just whatever the fuck you want. And it's a little horror house thing. I'll be putting, this is going to be such a good activity for like the fall. When I do like an ultimate fall video, I'm going to save it. Just like so many things that I got. This was such a fun weekend. I think that it was so well put together compared to like other events that I've been to. So that's really nice. I really hope Carrie does it again. She keeps talking about things that she wished she would have done better. But genuinely, I think that this was such a well put together event, especially for the first time it's happened. And like, it's just like all that she's talking about is improvements. It's not like she's like, oh, this went wrong, I need to do something to fix it. It's just like things that could be even better for this weekend. I think this is such a good location. This is where we stayed. It was great. I want to come back to Bend. She's very cute. But I'm so tired. I'm ready to be a hermit for a little bit. I'm really glad that I took tomorrow off of work. That was very smart of me. Hoping all my books fit in here. I don't think that they will. How many books did I acquire? One? I didn't even buy that many books yesterday. It was just all the free books. Like, I can't say no to a free book. I'm not insane. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I came with this one. 8. And then I won this one yesterday, so that's 9. It's not even double digits. We are going to another bookstore today, but not even double digits of the books that I acquired at Killer Reader Weekend. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty acceptable. Ugh, you guys, my panel was so fun yesterday. I had such a good time. I had people tell me that it was fun, that the questions were good. So Carrie gave me 3 questions because it was originally supposed to be her panel. And then I came up with a lot of them on the spot. But I think they were good questions. Like, I asked them, if you were 1v1 with like a famous horror villain, who do you think you could win against? And I just think that's a fun question. Like, I feel like authors don't get asked that question a lot. And with horror especially, I think that when you love horror, you love all kinds of horror. So it's not just books. It's also movies or TV shows or other pieces of media. And so they just got to talk about all of it, all of the things that they love, which I think is what made it a successful panel. We were talking about different eras of horror, and I just really wish I could have also watched it because there were so many recommendations that I would have liked to take in. Because there was like, Paulette Kennedy took the 1950s, and like I'm not super well versed in 1950s horror or like gothic fiction, and there was just, she said something like, this could walk so the lottery could run, and I know the lottery, I want to read the lottery, but I can't remember the thing that walked. I'm gonna have to ask around and see if anybody remembers, because I would like to know what walked. Every time that I travel somewhere, my clothes just happen to explode, and it's not my fault, and that's what's happened. So I need to clean everything up. I'll probably talk to you again at some point. Maybe Sonia and Erica will talk to you as well. Huh? Thanks so much for watching. This was so fun. I want to do more bookish events like this and less bookish events like BookCon, if I'm being real. I think like the intimate setting, the smaller size is super for me. I loved it. It was just the perfect weekend for me. I also ended up getting a few books that I never talked to you about. They were mostly ones that I got at the bookstores. I didn't get great videos for all of the bookstores either, but I did end up going to 6. At the first bookstore that you saw that looked like a little girl Ren fair, I got Darker Days by Thomas Oldhuvelt. This is one that I've been wanting to get to for a really long time. I love this author. I think that he just writes such fantastic, creepy horror. I can't wait to read his whole backlist, but Carrie, the one that ran the event, talks about this one all the time, so I'm excited to get to it. And that bookstore, even though it was like kind of fantasy themed, had a fantastic horror selection, which I love to see it. And I think the first one that we went to as a group, this was originally what was going to be my book swap book, The Spite House by Johnny Compton, but then we ended up going to another bookstore where I couldn't really find anything, but they had Julie Channa's Den, which I was excited to bring to the book swap because I don't read a ton of thrillers, but I did like that one. It's definitely like a horror thriller situation, but I'm hoping to read more of Johnny Compton. And I read Dead First earlier this year in a vlog. Actually, I ended up vlogging it, And this book was definitely referenced, so I have to get to this one so I can kind of know all of the Easter eggs that I missed out on. And it's honestly not very long. I'm excited to get to this at some point. And the last bookstore that I ended up showing you was on a day that we went to 2 bookstores, but I didn't have a ton of horizontal footage. On the first one that you did end up seeing, I got Wayward Souls by Susan J. Morris. This is kind of like an Indiana Jones archaeological situation, but there's supernatural elements. It's sapphic. I had a really great time with Strange Beasts, which I don't think I actually have a copy of, so I need to get on that, but I'm excited to check out Wayward Souls. I haven't heard a ton of people talk about this, but I'm hoping to be able to tell you how much I love it. And then the other one that we stopped at, which was really cool, it had a lot of like comic books and stuff. I ended up getting Sour Cherry. This one is a horror book, and my friend Emma really likes this one, so I think that this will be really fantastic. Emma has just never steered me wrong, so I should end up really liking this. And then after my camping trip, which was really great, by the way, I ended up being able to go to Smith Rock too, which is super beautiful, especially around sunrise. I was a little bit late to like the sunrise parts of it, but that was totally fine. It was just great. I ended up going to Sparrow Bakery, which Erica had recommended. Fantastic. Get their ocean roll if you're ever in Bend. And then I went to this bookstore called Herringbone, I think, that had a cat that was like the size and shape of a bowling ball. I had to adore him from afar because he didn't want anything to do with me, but I did love him. And I ended up getting 2 books there. Their fantasy section was it was great, and the owner was super nice. I ended up getting Ashes of the Sun by Django Wexler. I know that a few booktubers that I follow really like this one, and I ended up liking How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying, as well as Everybody Wants to Rule the World Except Me. So I'm hoping to also like his more serious fantasy. And then I got the new Murderbot because I know I'm going to want it at some point anyway, so I thought I'd just grab it. I'm working on my Murderbot collection, and I need to get caught up in this series, but obviously the books are not too long, so it shouldn't take me too long. Sorry if you can hear the air show that's going on in the background. It happens for like a week, and it's really annoying, and there's nothing I can do about it. And yeah, this was just a fantastic weekend. I loved everything about it. I can't wait to see my friends again next year because I think it's going to happen next year. And if you want to just say, hey Madison, I was here and I watched your vlog, leave me an emoji of whatever you would use if you were a killer. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.